Good morning, dear students. Welcome in our today's session. In today's session, we are going to start a new lesson and a new story from your textbook, that is 3 Days to See. The story is written by Helen Keller. What does it mean? What does writer want to convey throughout this? He is talking about 3 days. Which 3 days these are? What is the message of the story that we will discuss throughout this lesson? But before going to start it, I would like to introduce about the writer. She is talking about 3 days. What 3 days these are? Before that, I would like to introduce about the author. See, she is an American author. She born in America in New York City. Okay, she was born in 1880 and died in 1968. She was born in 1880 and died in 1968. She was an American author. The most important thing is here, the most crucial thing is here, she was a deaf and blind by birth. She was a deaf and blind by birth. And then also she was a very popular at America. She was a well-known author. Okay, she has written several books. She has written several stories. Her well-known stories are given here. The story of my life, optimism, the world I live in, the open door, etc. See friends, it is a very important point. She was so deaf and blind by unable to listen. She was unable to see the world. Then also she survived her life. She lived very happy life. Okay, she never complained about this. Instead of that, she tried to enjoy the inner beauty in her life. And here she is talking about 3 days. She imagined that suppose this situation occurred here, and if she got only 3 days to see the world, then what she will do within that 3 days that she has given here. See, the title of the story is a very appropriate here. She is talking about the 3 days. Already I told you she was a deaf and blind. Okay? And suppose she got 3 days, only 3 days to see the world, to see the glory of the world. Okay? By touch only, mere touch only, she has enjoyed the beauty of the world, inner beauty of the world. But actually how the world is, that she wants to see. And if she got that 3 days, then what she will do, that point she has given here. See this. On the first day, she wants to enjoy the simple pleasure. She would like to meet the person who had helped her, who had shown the kindness, who has shown the companionship, and due to their kindness, due to their companionship, she got the love in their life. She could survive. She got the power to survive. Okay, she could got the power to fight with blindness and deafness. That she would like to enjoy with that people. With a simple place. She would like to meet the people who had helped her, who had shown the kindness and companionship to her. This is the first day. If she got the vision, if she got only 3 days to see, then on the first day she would meet a person who had helped her, who had shown the kindness, who had shown the companionship to her. On the second day, she would like to visit the museum and she would like to enjoy the beauty of art. Mere touch only, she had taken the experience about the thing, but that thing she want to see how they are looking, what is their physical appearance, how they are looking, all these things she want to see here. She would like to see the beauty of art. Okay, that's why she would like to spend the second day at a museum. And interfere by visions, she would not sleep at night. And at that night, she wouldn't be sleep very well. She would not sleep at night. And on the third day, what she would do? she would take what she has learned from the first 2 days. Whatever experience she has learned, she has taken on the first day, that experience she would preserve in her mind, preserve in her heart. Okay? That thing she would like to do, where if she got 3 days, if she got only 3 days to see the world. See friends, this is the basic theme of the lesson. She want to do these things, and that's why this title is given, 3 days to see. It means if she got the vision, if she got only 3 days to see the world, then what she would do? She is talking about that 3 days, and hence the title of the story is 3 days to see. See, pause the video and write these things, write information about the author. Then after 3 days to see, all these things you have to note down in your notebook. See friends, we will start now what is given in the textbook. Before going to start this lesson, the writer has given a simple quote here. This quote is by Helen Keller. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence. And I learn whatever I state, I may be daring to be contained. See, what does writer want to convey throughout this quote? The writer want to suggest us, the writer want to tell us that one should accept the situation of life, though it may be, though even the darkness are having, even the difficulties are having in our life, but all these things we have to accept politely, calmly, with a pleasure. You have to accept whatever situation is life, that things, that situation you have to accept, and you have to try to enjoy the glory, enjoy this situation. Okay friends, suppose here, though any problem is there, in every problem we are getting a solution. It's depend upon your mind, how you are looking towards these problems. Okay, if you feel that it's a very critical, then definitely it's a very critical. She was a blind, she was a deaf, then also she enjoyed the glory of life. Okay, why she enjoyed? How she enjoyed? She could enjoy because she has a willpower, strong willpower. Though she had not vision, though she was a deaf, but mere touch only, she had enjoyed the inner beauty of life. That's why she is telling us that everyone want to accept the situation. Everyone want to accept the situation, though it may be trouble, though it may be difficult situation in life, that you have to accept it. And how you have to accept it? You have to accept it very politely, with a pleasure. If you accept the situation, then definitely you could enjoy the life. That thing she is going to convey throughout this lesson. Okay, this is the meaning of this point. Okay friends, now we will start. What does writer want to convey? What is the given in the story? How she would enjoy that 3 days? That we will discuss in detail now. So friends, open your textbook and we will start now. I have often thought it would be a blessing if each human being were stricken blind and deaf for few days at some time during his early adult life. Darkness would make him more appreciative of sight. Silence would teach him the joy of sound. See, at the beginning of the lessons, what she is telling, I have often thought. She always think that it would be a blessing if each human being were stricken blind, deaf for few days at some time during his early adult life. See, she is expressing her thought at the beginning of the lesson. What are her vision? What are her thoughts? She is telling us that if each human being, means each person, were stricken blind means affected by diseases or troubles, and deaf for few days. Suppose you become blind for few days. Though the God has given this gift, means you are able to see, you are able to hear, then also we are not utilizing our organs very well, because we don't have capacity to see the inner beauty of life. But suppose you got the deafness, you got the blindness, then Darkness would make him more appreciative sight. Then you can then that darkness would make you more appreciative sight. Silence will teach him the joy of sound, and that silence means that deafness will teach you the joy of sound. You can enjoy the life. This is about the first paragraph. Now and then I tested my seeing friends to discover what they see. Recently I asked a friend who had just returned from a long walk in the woods what she had observed. Nothing in particular, she replied. See, she decided to take a test. She had asked a question to a friend, and the question was very simple: what she had observed. Okay, because the friend was going to return from a long walk in the woods. The friend was going to return from a long walks in the woods, and that's why she asked this question to a friend. Okay, what was the question? What she had observed there. See here, if you gone by this jungle and if someone asks you what you see, we will say that yes, nothing was special there, nothing particular in there. You will reply such a way. Why? Because we don't have that capacity to see the inner beauty of the nature, the inner beauty of life. We don't have the capacity. Okay, and that's why she was wondered what she said, how it was possible. How was it possible? I asked myself to walk for an hour through the woods and see nothing worth of note. She had a question, how it would be possible. She had walked for an hour, then also she is saying that nothing in particular, how it possible. I, who cannot see, find 100 things to interest me through mere touch. She is telling us that I, though she was a blind, though she was a deaf, then also she could enjoy, she could see 100 things by mere touch only. I feel delicate symmetry of leaf. See friends, note down this. Symmetry means here balanced proportions of the leaf. She could see, she could enjoy the balanced proportion of the leaf mere touch only. By mere touch only she could enjoy these things. I passed my hands lovingly about the smooth skin of silver birch or rough, shaggy bark of pine. Shaggy means here having a rough surface. When she passed her hand lovingly about the smooth skin of silver birch or the rough shaggy bark of a pine in a spring, I touched the branches of trees hopefully in search of the bird. The first sign of awakening nature after the winter sleep. Occasionally, I am very fortunate. Though she is considering she is telling herself that she was a very fortunate, she was a blind, she was a deaf. Okay? Though she was a blind, though she was a deaf, then also she could enjoy the beauty of the nature. And she could enjoy it by mere touch only. And we all humans, though the God has given this gift, we are able to see, we are able to listen, but we don't have capacity to see the beauty of the world. And that's why she thinks that she was a very fortunate because she could enjoy these things. I place my hand gently on a small tree and feel the happy cure of a bird in full song. See what she had done when she passed her hand smoothly on a silver birch. Silver birch is the name of tree, okay, type of tree. And that time she had taken a different experience. Okay. That experience, because of that experience she felt, she is telling us that she has capacity to take that experience to see the beauty of the nature by mere touch only, and that's why she is telling she was a fortunate. Though she was a deaf person, then also she can feel the cure of bird in a full song. She had capacity to listen the cure of bird in a full song, though she was a deaf person. All times my heart cries out. What, oh sorry. All times my heart cries out with longing to see all these things. If I can get much pleasure from mere touch, how much more beauty must be revealed by sight. Reveal means here to show. See, if she could get that beauty mere touch only, then if she got only 3 days. See this, come to the point. Here she is expressing her ambition, her wish. By mere touch only, if she is getting that much pleasure. By mere touch only, if she could enjoy that much things only, then how? And suppose that if she got 3 days, then what will happen? How much more beauty be revealed by sight? And I have imagined what should most like to see if I were given the use of my eyes so for just 3 days. See what would happen. If she got just 3 days, she is thinking about it. She is imagining herself. On the first day, now she is explaining what she would do within that 3 days. On the first day, I should want to see the people whose kindness and companionship have made my life worth living. Already I told you she wants to enjoy a simple pleasure. She would like to meet the person who had made her life, who has shown the kindness, who has shown the companionship, and due to it they have made their life worth living. I don't know what it is to see into the heart of friend through that window of soul, the eye. I can only see through my fingertips the outline of face. I can detect laughter, sorrow, many other obvious emotion. I know my friends from the feel of their faces. See, she want to take a pleasure of that things. She would like to meet a person who have made their life worthy. Okay, though she was blind, though she was dead, then also in her deafness, in her kindness, in her blindness, they have shown the kindness, they have shown the companionship, and because of that she could survive. She would like to meet that people. For instance, can you describe accurately the faces of 5 different friends? She is asking the question to her husbands. She is asking the question to her friends who are able to see. As an experiment, I have questioned husbands about the colors of their wives' eyes. Often they express embarrassed confusion and admit that they do not know. I should like to see the books which have been read to me, which have revealed to me the deepest channel of my life, of human life. See, she is asking this question to husbands. What is this question? About the color of their wives. About the color of their wives' eyes. But they got the confusion, they embrace confusion, they admit that they are not knowing about it. I should like to see the books which have been read to me. See, she would like to see the books, though she was blind, then also with the help of others which she had listened, which she had read, which have revealed to me the deepest channel of human life. In the afternoon, I should take a long walk in the woods, intoxicate my eyes on the beauties of the world nature. At that afternoon, she would like to see the beauty of the world nature. That beauty she has experienced, she has taken experience by mere touch. And I should pray for the glory of colorful sunset. That night, I should not be able to sleep. See, on that first day, she just have to enjoy the simple pleasure. Means she would like to meet the person who has shown the kindness and companionship. She would like to go into the where? She will take a long walk in the woods and intoxicate my eyes on the beauties of the world nature. See. On my second day, now see, On the first day, she has to do these things. Now on the second day, what she has to do? On my second day, I should like to see the pageant of man's progress. I should go to the museum. I should try to probe into the soul of man through his heart. The things I knew through touch I should now see. The evening, my second day, I should not spend a theatre. I should spend a theatre at the movies. One more point you may add here. See, on the second day, she would like to visit at museum. But that afternoon, that evening, she would like to go where? I should spend at theatre. She would like to spend the evening of second day at theatre or at the movies. The following morning, I should again great dawn and discover new delights, new revelations of beauties. Today is this third day. I shall spend in the work day world amid the haunts of men going about the business of life. She would like to meet the person. She would like to visit the place. Haunts mean here commonly visited place. Okay? She would like to see the people who are going to their work about the business of life. She would like to meet that person. At midnight, permanent night would close on my again. And at midnight, permanently she would close her eyes again. Only when darkness had given descended upon me, should I realize how much I had left unseen. I am sure that if I face the fate of blindness, you would use your eyes as never before. Everything you saw would become a dare to you. Your eyes would touch and embrace your every object that came within your range of vision. Then, at least, you would really see the new world of beauty, and beauty would open itself for you. See, she is telling this thing to the person who are able to see this. I am sure that if you face the fate of blindness, you would use your eyes as never before. And suppose if you, means the common people who are able to see, if they got that deafness, that blindness for 3 days, from that 3 days, after these days, they would use their eyes. Okay? Everything you saw would become a dear to you. Your eyes would touch and embrace every object that came within your range of vision. See, that thing she is expressing. I, who am blind, can give one hint to those who see. Use your eyes as if tomorrow you would be stricken blind. She is giving a message to all the people who are able to see. She is telling us that use your eyes, otherwise tomorrow you will be blind. And the same method can apply to other senses here, the music of voice, song of bird, and mighty strains of orchestra. Same method you have to apply with other organs, otherwise they will get. Okay? Then, as like the eyes, they would also become useless. As if you would be stricken deaf tomorrow. Though each object as if tomorrow your tactile sense would fail. Smell the perfume of flowers. Taste with relish each morsel as if tomorrow you could never smell and taste again. Make the most of every sense, but all the senses, I am sure that sight must be the most delightful. She is giving the message to everyone. Use your eyes to see the beauty of nature. Use your ear to listen the music from birds. Okay? Otherwise, if tomorrow you would be stricken by blindness or deafness, then it may be useless. That message she has given at the end of the lesson. So friends, once again we will revise. She is talking about the 3 days. Okay? She is a blind by birth. She is a deaf by birth. Then also if she got a vision for 3 days, then how she will enjoy that 3 days, that point she has explained throughout this nature lesson. She says us that on the first day she wants to enjoy the simple pleasure. It means she would like to visit, she would like to meet the people who have shown the kindness and companionship and help her in their life, in her life. Second day she would like to spend at the museum, at the theatre also. And on the third day she would take what she learned from the first 2 days. She would reminisce what she has learned from the first 2 days. And I think she would like to repeat or revise again. That is the theme of the lesson, that is the lesson. Here we have completed this chapter. So friends, I hope that you understood this lesson very well. Okay, so friends, thank you very much. We are into my next lecture, into my next video. I would like to discuss question and answer based on this lesson. Thank you friends.